Hi guys. Is it crooked? That feels crooked. Let me straighten this out. All right. How are you? What's this say? All this new stuff. They keep changing things. Comment moderation not set. Only your followers. Slow discussion. Yeah, probably followers would be a good thing because that should prevent like those trolley people, right? Okay, I'm gonna pick that one. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, here we are. So can I see the comments? I don't know. Oh, Spirit's here. When I get the nose itch, that means we are on. So let me copy this. Oh, I don't know if I can go outside of this. See, I don't like to worry about messing things up. So I'm just babbling here as I'm getting, it's always different. All right. All right, game on. Oh, my light turned off. So I got this super cool light for real cheap. Now I'm knocking stuff over. Hey, I'm panted today. Are you wearing pants today? All right, so we have to do the colors one because the light one, the other one was white. It stopped working. Oh, well. Oh, well, it's okay. It's always okay. Yay, people! Hello, hello. Tripping and kicking stuff under my desk. All right, let's get adjusted here. All right, we're good. We're good. There we are. Sweet. Okay, welcome back. I am Suzy Woo, but I like to say woo! And I am a psychic medium energy healer, and I do all kinds of cool woo-woo stuff. Founder of Woo Life International, and I connect light workers and help people to be empowered and help people to look on the bright side, turn up your light, share your love, and be awesome. Be all of who you are. So that's a little bit about me. I have, since a month ago, I've been really, really super guided to talk to you guys live online, and I've known for over a year that I had to make videos and I hadn't done it. So I am very, very grateful because since I have been doing it, I've been getting more messages, and that's the way that it works, is when you do what you're supposed to be doing on your spiritual path, you are rewarded. The universe rewards you. It's kind of like Chutes and Ladders. I compare a lot of things to kid stuff. You know, I am a Leo. I am a big kid, and you know, I'm immature about a lot of stuff, and I'm never going to grow up. It's just the way it is. And you know, a lot of people are just too serious. Oh yeah, I'm an astrologer too. Yeah. So if it's cool, if it's of the light and it's woo-woo, I do it. So I do you know, energy healing, card readings, but what I really love doing is connecting with people's energy. And you know, doing stuff like this keeps me in good practice. And I like to come here online with you guys and connect so that more people learn about who I am and will ultimately book me for a reading or a healing session. So I like to come on here and just do kind of like a splash surprise, and just, it's like a gallery reading, but online. And it's remarkable how cool. And so I always appreciate to put the feedback in the comments if I do a short reading for you on its accuracy, and if it resonates for you, to please, you know, let everyone else see the result if what I say is true for you. And it has been spot on, and so that's awesome. Now, everybody has this ability, just so you know. Like, I am not magic. There's nothing different about me or you. We all bleed red, right? We all put our pants on the same way. And what the heck? I accidentally ripped the cord out of my charging phone. Sorry. I have a couple too many distractions around me. We all have these abilities, but depending on our environment, when we're young, it may get beaten out of us or just not supported. No, we don't believe in that stuff. But really what it is using your extra senses, your extrasensory. And I don't know who I was talking to, or I was writing or typing something. And what was super cool, oh, that's funny, is that I was updating my website. So I was thinking about how to describe how it works. Your third eye, your pineal gland, how does all that stuff work? And how do we activate it? And one is with pure intention. Two is with your wellness. How well do you take care of yourself? So if you're putting a lot of toxins in your body, crap in is crap out. So you have to take care of yourself. Now, you don't need to be a perfectionist about it. You don't need to be, but as much as you are, you'll get. So as the healthier the more you take care of yourself, the better your body and soul and mind will take care of you. I don't know about you, but I want to stick around. I want to be here. And it's in my chart that I will live into my 90s. So that's super cool. And if I take care of myself, I might pass 100, right? So you have to take care of yourself. It's kind of like a no-brainer. So with our extra senses, I was talking about yesterday, the clairs. So you have clairaudient, which is clear hearing. That wasn't the one I was going to say first, but that's what I was given. Clairaudient is clear hearing. So a lot of people may hear words or whispers or voices, and you have to be in a safe environment to share this with, because everybody's not going to get it. And some people are going to say, oh my God, you better take some pills for that. Or you're going to think you're crazy, and you're not. It's your higher self. Okay, so clairaudient is clear hearing. So clairvoyant is probably my favorite, my main way of receiving information is with clear vision. Now, sometimes I actually see things, like I'll see like a symbol in the carpet or something. But usually it's just I see, but I'm not physically seeing. So again, it's like your senses. We have our 5 senses, okay? And then there's like this 0 point. So we have our 5 senses and our physicalness. But then as we reach the 0 point and then it crosses over into the ether, now those 5 senses are mirrored. And now they're super or hypersensitive. So all the senses, hearing, smell, see, touch, taste, now up in the ether, and so you are so clear seeing, and you can develop all of those. It was just a different way that it came to me, which is super cool. And everybody has these. So there's also clairsentient, feeling, claircognizant, clear knowing. I think I only said 4 of them. And then there's also psychometry, which is another clair. I forget what the word is. Clairtang, I forget. But like I have that. So if you give me something, if you say, oh, this belonged to, or actually you don't have to tell me anything. If you have something that belonged to somebody that means something to you, or somebody who had a possession for a long time, especially if it's metal, but like a ring or even an article of clothing or an item, and I connect with it, and I can tell you a whole story, and I see the person's habits and favorite things and a special experience between the person and the person who brought it in, all kinds of stuff. So you can learn how to do all this stuff, and I am creating some new workshops to help teach you. It's like spirituality for dummies, but of course you're not a dummy, but that's how I like to learn. I like little bite-sized information. Don't give me too much. Just give me a little bit. Assume I know nothing and hold my hand. So that's how I teach. And I teach everything I know. Why have secrets? Because I am not above anybody else, nor below. We are all on this wonderful planet. We are all part of the human race. Okay. So let's see who's here. Hello. Hi, Lori. Hi, Kelly. Kelly says, hello, beautiful. Any message would be appreciated. Susan. Hi, Susan. Nitursha. Hello. Hi, Linda. Lori says, I have never seen you in pants. That's because I always wear dresses all the time. Dresses are fun, and I love dresses. But it's cold out today, and I didn't see any clients in my office. Actually, I stopped seeing clients in my office about 3 weeks ago. But I am reversing that next week. So I am actually reopening my office next Wednesday. I am seeing patients. I am seeing clients in person again starting Wednesday. And for the rest of the world, you can absolutely get a message, a reading, or a healing session remotely. We can do it over Zoom. We could do it over the phone. We could even do it over email. I do this around the whole planet with the same amazing results. Cool. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. So there's not a super big ton. I'm not, oh, wait. Actually, yes, there is. So I'm going to try and get to everybody who is especially a first timer. And I had mentioned on my page that, I'm doing this to give you like a little sample. When you go to the mall up in the food court, sometimes they're out there and they're giving you free samples. That's why I'm doing what I do. I want you to meet me, get a feel for me. And of course, my goal is to give you information to help you to empower yourself. Because if we have everybody enlightened and empowered, whoa, then the frequency of our planet goes, whoa, and then all of the bad guys get where they need to be much, much quicker. So my personal page is SUZY WOO and the number 2, and it is a public page, and I do post some stuff there that shares information about current situations, and I do have my own opinions about it. Actually, the opinions, what I'm calling opinions, is based on information that I receive, and I want this to be true for you as well. Like, don't be a sheep, don't be a follower. I want you to know what is right. I want you to know what the truth is. And how are you going to know? Because it feels right in your heart. So you can ask, show me what I need to know is one thing you can do. Or you can read a story and say, does that sound right? I mean, trust your gut. How many times have you met somebody? And even though you felt funny, you trusted them, and then they screwed you over. And you say, I knew it. It's that. We have all this stuff on board. We are built with it. So we need to pop the lid off, open it back up, and dive back in and get back into the groove with our own psychic intuitive abilities. They are there. They're natural. It's normal. Okay. So I am going to start with Kelly and hope that I don't miss anybody. Oh, so a part of what I was saying is I'd super appreciate if you guys can I'm going to be really addressing the people who are here for the first time. Now, if I've given you more than one reading or one reading already, then please book a reading session with me. Don't keep coming here to get free readings, because that's not right. So please, if you are new, Ask me one question. I will connect with your energy. And I look at your name, and you have to be sincere. So if you're here and you're messing, you're not going to get a clear message. So what happens? So for example, right now, Kelly, her name here, it says Kelly Dowell. Hello, beautiful. Any message would be appreciated. So I just stare at the name, and I repeat the name, and I wait and see what comes in. So I'm getting an Easter basket with colored eggs in it. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you have a lot of people who love you very dearly, and I wonder if you have several children. There are like these pastel colors that I'm seeing, and each one seems to have like a ribbon. It's not exactly a tether, but it's a connection. Okay, and you make people happy. You have somebody in spirit here right now. Also, they're saying how wonderful you are. So they're telling me that you're a mom. You're a wonderful mom. But I see you like with like a little fuzzy chick up to your face. I see you as a very positive, optimistic, light-hearted, and optimistic person. But it feels that you are almost at a little bit. You're almost on the verge of depression. Something's going on in part of your mind that you're teeter-tottering with, and it feels like it's it's kind of cramping your style a little bit, and it feels that there might be something that you need to get off your chest to somebody. And in this environment, in this lockdown, so for example, if your partner, there's something that you want to get off your chest, and being kind of cramped together under the same roof because of the lockdown, then it might be perturbing you a little bit more. So it feels like there's something like that going on. But you have a wonderful connection with children. You have the temperament or of like a wonderful kindergarten teacher, like everybody's favorite teacher. Like you have that energy is what it feels like. So let me know if that resonated with you in the comments, Kelly. And I thank you very much for asking and for joining me tonight. Awesome. See, that's how it works. So you just send one question, just say something, and it's the words that you say with your name, and I just stare at it and I read it, and then visions and information start to come in. And sometimes people's relatives or spirit guides come in too. You just never know who's going to show up. All right. Natasha, I had given you a reading already, so I think yours was kind of lengthy too. Okay. Oh, you like the light. It's new. Yeah. So it has a switch on it. It can be white or these multicolor. Well, I think the multicolor is really cool. But the white looked kind of more, plain but classy. I liked it. But now it won't stay on the white. So we're doing the colors. All right, let's see. Oh, yay. Some of you guys know each other. How cool. So we have Roxanne and Lori and Linda all know one another. How cool. Miriam, hello. I trained with Miriam at Star Magic. That was awesome. Kellyanne, hello. Okay. Hi, Holly. It's awesome to have you on. Okay. Aditya. Hello, Suzy. I'm from India. Anything for me? Thanks in advance. Aditya. It feels that you are being pulled by ancestors. It feels that you're breaking free from certain traditions. It's almost like this particular energy. It feels like there were some deep, dark secrets going on, and this may have so it's very like ancestral feeling. So you may have had secrets going on in the family in your early childhood. There may be some secrets that were revealed to you later, and that with your energy, that it feels that like, this is who I am, this is what I feel is right for me, but there's this particular energy that is saying tradition, duties, and obligation, and they still kind of have a grip on you. It feels like you are on your own path of awakening, and that it feels like you're getting like additional wake-up calls, like there's more information that's coming to you to light your path of enlightenment. It feels also that you have lost, there's some people who have recently that you've lost connection with, or they may have passed away. It feels that there's separation. There's some separation that's going on with you. So part of what your energy is that like you're trying to live a modernized life, but there's this obligation of tradition that is always kind of like a bug in your ear. So let me know, please, in the comments if that makes sense, and welcome aboard, and thanks for joining me tonight, Aditya. Okay, Kellyanne, would love a message, please. Okay, Kellyanne Canny. And I just stare at your name until the information flows. It's like when you first turn a spigot on and drips come out and you turn it up. So I just stare at your name until stuff just starts to come through. Kellyanne Canny. All right, I have the energy of a little boy. It's either a younger brother. It feels like a younger brother. Kellyanne Canny. He's a little kid, like 6 or 8 years old. And he looks up to you. And he's curious. And it feels that, so I'm curious if you have a little brother and that he always looked up to you, but you may have been too busy, or you may have been like too engaged in your life to not want to give him the time of day. But it feels like there's this kid, this little boy that looks up to you very much. But it feels like there's a big age difference. Like you're not a kid when he's a kid. It's almost like you're a teen when he's like 6. Like I see you like in the bathroom, like you're getting yourself ready, combing your hair and turning around and kind of storming out when this little kid is there and he's asking like sincere questions, but he may have asked so many questions that your tolerance ran thin. You didn't have the time, or you're going through your own emotional things. So I'm super curious. Do you have a little brother? Does this make sense? Do you know who this boy is? Can you let me know, and then we'll see if we can pick up a little bit more. I just want to know if you can identify who this young guy is, okay? Usually when we have somebody who shows up, they do belong with that person, but not 100%. I'll tell you what else happens is that when I'm working with somebody and somebody comes in, they may be not directly related to the person, but you might, like your best friend might really need to hear this message. So it's not always exactly for you. Most of the time it is. So I'm just curious because here's this little boy. I mean, he has green. He's almost dressed like a little elf. He's got green apparel on. So yeah, just can you let me know, please? All right. Hello, Andrea. Hello, Debbie. Andrea L. Could really use a message. Andrea L. Bricks. I'm seeing bricks. Bricks. Are you putting up a wall? Are you? I read your message. I look at the name and I see a brick wall. And so you may be being very stubborn with somebody, like a mother possibly. There's somebody that you are like cross-armed and you're like, no, and you are really like really sticking to your guns about something. And there's a degree of stubbornness, and there's also a little bit of not being open to what, or not entertaining what somebody else has to say about it, that you like your mind's made up and you don't want to hear it. End of story. Done. Talk to the hand. And so that's what I got. We'll come back to your name again. Where did you go? Andrea. Okay. Yeah, brick wall. Brick wall. Brick wall. You are stubborn. There's something you're being stubborn about, and kind of closed-minded. You don't want to know. You're not willing to listen. One way to help you is to try to look at the world through that person's eyes and try to re-look at them from a place of compassion instead of intolerance. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Can you let me know in the comments? And then thank you. I always want to make sure that I let you know I appreciate you being here on my live feed. I super love doing this, and hopefully it'll lead into you booking a session, perhaps. Okay. Hello, Tracy. Okay, Kellyanne, I just got you. Grace. Okay, so it says GRCE. I don't know if I'm correct to assume that it's Grace. Gertzie? Is it Grace? I don't know. Hi, Suzy. I would love a message about my job. I really need to know what your name is. I have to connect with your name. Okay, I would love a message about my job and directions it may be going. I just found you while we've been quarantined at home. Enjoying your YouTube videos. Awesome. And the gift you're sharing with us. Thank you. Woo! That's awesome. Okay, now is your name Grace? GRCE. What else would that be? And like, if it is Grace, why wouldn't it say Grace? All right, let me see what I get. So I'm getting yellow light. What I'm getting is that you are going in a different direction. So where the person before you had a red brick wall, you don't have, like, you have some bricks, but it's not red. It's you have light coming through. So there's new information that you're about to get, and it's good news. You're about to get some good news. There's good news coming. I'm getting the color green. It is uplifting. It feels like you're going to be getting a gift, like a present, a token of appreciation, something like this. And then, yeah, you have something very favorable coming your way. It's going to help you with your confidence. It feels very flowy, very light. It is future because it's off to the right. And you're welcoming to this energy. Like your this arm is extended, and like there's like a dove there, and this yellow light like sunlight. Yeah, you have you're changing directions, and you're going off in a different direction, or else you're about to. And the direction you're pivoting in is a better, higher, more in alignment direction. And whatever it is you're about to embark on is going to take you to a much better status, a much better feeling, and more alignment for you. All right, so let me know in the comments if that resonates with you, and thank you very much. All right, Lori, my hubby and I have been watching movies lately, and I am telling him what's going to happen before it happens. Yeah, you are a seer. You have precognition. So pre is ahead of time. Cognition is knowing. You know things ahead of time. And a lot of people have this, and they explain it away. Don't do that. You have this. You have these talents. For a lot of people, it's dormant, or we just don't talk about it. But the more you use it, the stronger it gets, just like working out. So it's very similar to when you think of somebody and they call you, you're connecting. Now you can also look into other timelines. You can see what's going, because there's only now. Eckhart Tolle is awesome at this. Now, there is only now. So even if you're looking at tomorrow, when it's tomorrow, it's going to be now. It's a little bit confusing unless you kind of like, do speak that way, come to understand it. There's time, space, and there's space, time. There's other dimensions. And so there's several timelines that all coexist. So the healed earth is the timeline that I place myself in, but I can't only live there or else I'll come ungrounded. Like, you have to be in your own present. I hope that makes sense. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, I am reopening my office because, all right, so I will just share briefly my take on the current situation. That toy, I think it's called like Wooly Willy, and where there's like a magnetic pen and there's like a blister, plastic blister, and a drawing of a face, and you use the magnetic pen to pull the filaments and drop them and make like a mustache and beard and eyebrows or whatever. So my take on this is that so we have these toxins in our body. We have these metals in our body. We got them when we were very young and we got our vaccines. So, and a lot of us we still have all these toxins in our body. They don't go away. Well, I guess I'll share this story. So, when my son, my youngest, turned 10, and I took him for his wellness checkup, and they wanted to give him like his regular boosters or whatever, those shots that you get. But then they're like, and then we want to give him this other one. And I'm like, well, what is it? And they're like, it has to do with, I don't know, sex diseases of some sort. And I'm like, he's 10. No. And so it was Gardasil. So then I'm like, no. Like, it felt wrong. I felt like in my gut. This feeling, right? If somebody you really care about gets hurt, you get that feeling. Like if you see a wound on somebody that you really care about, you just get that. So when they were telling me about that particular one, I got that feeling. And so I left. And then I started diving into research, and he is 16. So this was 6 years ago. And I started to find out all the bad things that are put into these things that they put into our bodies. And so I never brought him back again. He has not gotten another one of those injections ever again. So, of course, he attends a public school. And last year, they had said, you got to be up to date with everything. If not, you're not allowed to attend school. So I was like, well, I'm going to just slip him through the crack and hope that he's allowed to go to school. And if not, I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So he goes into school, getting through things. And now, personally, well, everything is personally. This is all my opinion based on my own experience. I'm not a fan of school. I'm not a fan of the school system because everybody doesn't learn the same. A lot of people don't respond to what we call tough love. Oh, just get over it. A lot of people don't function that way. It doesn't work for them. Okay, now some people are better learners by doing or by hearing or by taking notes. Everybody learns differently. So school cannot be a cookie cutter and paid off and deep pockets and the programs and what they're teaching. Like, I don't support the fact that they're still teaching that slaves built the pyramids. The pyramids are energy generators. They were not built by slaves. How can you have slaves who are suffering build something that's so spectacular that you can't even fit a credit card in between, that it's built so precise and exact. And it is the what do you call that? It's the PHI, oh, what is that called? It's well, yeah, not just sacred geometry. It is the oh my God, I can't think of what that's called. It's a ratio. You know what I'm talking about? Let me look real quick. That fee, the golden ratio. Oh my God, couldn't have been any simpler. So the golden ratio, like the golden ratio is in everything. It is in pine cones. It is in sunflowers, and it's the way that things grow. And as the spiral, there's a certain multiplier, and there's a mathematical equation to predict where it's going to go. Okay, and this is divinity. This is divinity itself. Why am I talking about that? Because the pyramid was built with, excuse me, there's pyramids all around this planet. They are not only in Egypt. And they are built with extreme precision. And they follow the physics or the laws of this golden ratio. Anyways, so the fact that school teaches that slaves built the pyramid still, I mean, how outdated is that? I just don't support the whole. I don't support anything that's top down. No. Anyway. So I was very happy to be able to pull my son out of school just because I'm not a fan. Like I don't believe in being in debt for your entire life over a college degree. Now, I am a very, very different person from the collective, from common, from most people. I'm not most people. I'm very much not most people. I started working when I was 15 years old. So I didn't go to college. I worked, and I always put all into my work. I love my work. I always had an excellent work reputation. So when school when I sent my son to school, an event. So I was biting my tongue because he's a junior, and I said, well, let's just hope he can slip through and get through these 2 years and just graduate, and bite my lip because I don't want to keep on saying, I'm not a fan of school, and anyway. Well, one day a teacher sent somebody after him because he took too long to go to the bathroom. And he was so taken aback. I'm not sure if he felt, it's a little humiliating. He wasn't angry, but the tight control like that, like, excuse me if I took too long to take a crap for your happiness, but so they punished him, and they said that he has to have a monitor for the next 2 weeks. So he texted me, and he's like, and he had been kind of like getting these kind of notions on his own, and his best friend had dropped out of school, who's 17. So he texted me, and I'm like, fine. And I went into school with him the next day. I said, he's not going to school anymore. So eventually, after enough absences, CPS got involved. They show up at my door, go through all that crap. And I don't care because I'm against. So I told her, I said, this all started with vaccines. If they were going to force him to be vaccinated, I'll pull him out of school. I'll homeschool him. I don't care. So it ended up happening anyways. And so this whole CPS thing just got put to bed a week ago. I finally got my letter in the mail. It said that it's unfounded and that he's not being neglected and all of that other stuff. So yay. So you got to stand up for what you believe in. And you have to say things, and you have to take action, and you have to do what's right in your heart. And you have to trust. You have to have faith in something. You have to know where you stand. You have to have faith in something. You have to know who you are. You have to be able to go within. Who am I? What's important to me? And then live in a way that supports that. If you're in a job that you hate, that's going to leak to all areas of your life. You cannot just be happy in one section of life. You cannot just be miserable in one section of life. It's going to bleed over and impact your whole life, everywhere. So it's very important. And that's why this time, whatever you want to call this time, it's like a timeless time, is time. And time's not even relevant or real, but still, we need to look at our lives in this time out of time and say, who am I? What's important? What's a priority? What am I made of? What makes me happy? And then do those things so that your frequency goes up and you start attracting everything that supports you. If you're angry and you're in a bad way, that's what you're supporting. That's what you're sending out. That's what's coming back. I hate my job. You're going to keep on getting more stuff to make you say you hate your job. And that's going to leak to other aspects. So you have to make a plan. What is it that you love to do? Who are you? Know thyself. It's super important. And let me tell you, I didn't know who I was. I lost 22 years of my life getting the crap beat out of me by an abusive ex-husband. Totally lost contact with me. I did not know who I was. And I went into that relationship when I was 17 years old. Gone off the radar for the next 22 years. So you have to kind of bottom out and look at yourself and decide what it is that really matters. Who are you? And get back to know yourself. Okay. All right. So let's see. Okay, Roxanne, I don't think I stopped with you yet. I'll get my little mouse here. Roxanne says, whatever you can tell me. Well, you didn't exactly answer or ask a direct question. I'm seeing a grill, an outdoor grill is what I'm seeing. Oh, how funny. So your last name is Weber, and there are Weber grills. That's funny. So I wonder if that's a subconscious thing from hearing radio commercials all the time. Nope, it's not. So it feels like you will be hosting a lot of friends, cookouts, campfires, which is a very Cancerian kind of a thing. I'm curious if you are a Cancer crab. It feels it's very like there's a pool, there's poolside. Like there's the smell of fresh cooking and hearing sizzling food cooking on the grill. Entertaining, outdoors, family, get-togethers. It's important for you to feel validated, to feel that you're able to nurture. It's important for you to feel appreciated. So you like to do, which is wonderful, but you also have to allow yourself to receive a little bit back your way and not try to control everything. So so let's say if you are planning something and you have it all figured out and you do everything top to bottom, somebody wants to help and you say no. One is you're shutting that person down and you're not allowing them to feel what it's like to give and to help and to contribute. And then two, you're denying that aspect in your own self. Okay, so it feels that you are it's kind of, now I don't mean it to sound exactly like this, but just to be super like blunt and extra to help explain what I'm trying to say. It's like if you do something because you want to be thanked. You're doing something because you want to feel needed. It's like that. And where that stems from is a little bit of an insecurity. And so I'm actually being taken like way back now in childhood. So it feels like there was somebody who, it's like up inside of your rib cage. It's like there's this little tickling going on inside of your rib cage. It's like if somebody took like a little baby's breath flower and tickled the inside of your rib cage. I have no clue what the heck that is. Do you have asthma or allergies? That's what I'm seeing, but it feels that it's from a person. So like if you are allergic to smoke and you grew up and one of your parents smoked in the house, something like this is going on here. And you're still holding on to, like, you may have a health ailment or something like this, and it has to do with where it came from. Now, that may not be in your consciousness, but that's exactly where I was being taken to. So you have to release that, because there's nothing you can do about the past. Yeah, at least it's being brought to your awareness that it's a part that is still there. So what's wonderful about this stuff is when we can bring these things to the surface, now we're aware of it, and now we have a choice. So when you're aware and you have a choice, you can't be ignorant about it. It's like you have to do something, you have to take action. And remember, every decision is an action. And when you choose to not decide, that's still a decision too. So you have to do what's right for you. And you cannot do things from a place of because you want something in return, or you want that feeling that I've done this for you, so now you owe me something. Okay, so if you have any of that going on in your energy, just be aware of it, and then look and see where it's coming from, and then invite it for healing, and forgive it, and let it free, let it float out of your space, out of your aura. All right, thank you. All right, so let's see, 45 minutes in. And thank you, Roxanne. Please let me know in the comments if that resonated. Jo Marie, you're new. Welcome, welcome. Good evening. Would love to get a sample reading. If it's for my greatest and highest good. That is the only kind I do. There is never any gloom and doom with me, ever, ever. So I hear about my reading style. I am honest. I am frank. No, I'm Suzy. Suzy Woo! I am honest, direct. I don't sugarcoat anything. And I don't filter anything. So whatever's coming through, it's my obligation to deliver the information, not to critique it, judge it, or translate it. Okay, it's to deliver it to you. I bring you the message, and it's up to you to do something with it. So it's always going to be for your highest good. I only work in the light of the light, because I'm a light worker. Okay, so Jo Marie. I'm rereading what you said. Good evening. Would love to get a sample reading if it's for my greatest and highest good. Oh, so dice. I have dice with you. So there's something you may be on the fence about, Jo Marie. There's something you're thinking about putting yourself out there for something, or putting something out there are the words. Putting myself out there. You're doing something, and it's a toss of the dice, but it feels like you've gotten some new ideas lately, and that you'd like to either take those ideas to market, or so there's other people involved. So you're showing me, your higher self is showing me, it's like there's something else, and it incorporates into like a braid. So there's more than just you. So maybe you're friends, or you're with somebody else, and you have this idea, or you're working on this idea with a friend. And yes, you should go for it. So if you're wondering if you should try, yes. The answer is always yes. You should always try. Because if you don't, it's going to turn into a regret. So I'm seeing the word sidewalk. So I've got dice, but you're not throwing the dice on the sidewalk. I'm actually seeing this big, it's an oversized sidewalk. So it's like a business district. Excuse me, I got a drink. Okay, so the answer is yes. The answer is go for it. The answer is take a chance. Yes, it's a risk, but it's worth doing, because if you don't, you're going to kick yourself for never trying, and you'll never know. It feels like it's in an early stage, and you're kicking these ideas around. And yes, it's a great idea, and yes, it has potential, and yes, you should do it. Okay, cool. Thank you. Please let me know in the comments if that resonated with you. Please, 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 please. And thank you. Okay. Sue. First timer would love a message. All right, let me see what I got. So I'm seeing a standing grizzly bear. First, I got a lot of like animal feelings, and then I was getting like furry, fuzzy, and then the color brown. So I wonder, do you call your partner bear, perhaps? Your bear or your teddy bear? Like, what is this? What is this brown furry stuff? Okay, that's what came up immediately. It's bear, something to do with this brown fur. Okay, and it looks like there is a long distance trip, like a destination wedding or going far away, taking a trip somewhere like the Caribbean and palm trees, beautiful sunsets, not close by. So it feels exotic and beautiful. There's definitely water. There's ice in glasses, so you're drinking drinks with ice. So I don't know if your higher self is showing me this wonderful time that you had, perhaps with your partner, or if this is something that you may schedule and you don't know if it's going to still happen or not. I see a straw hut. I see a gift. Are you with somebody who's thinking of proposing, perhaps? Or are you married, or are you ready for marriage? It feels like love. It feels like love and romance are in your favor. That's so I told you the whole scene. That's what I'm getting. Let me know if it makes any sense. Let me know in the comments if that resonates with you, okay? Awesome. Thank you so much. All right. That was Sue. Okay, Joe Marie, yeah, okay. So I think you might have been up higher. Okay. Kelly, yeah, I got you, right? I'm starting to get messed up. I think I'm behind. Kelly, yes, ma'am. I am the another mother. Have had two, but raised many. And yes, a bit depressed. My husband died a year ago today. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the confirmation, Kelly. Hi, Shelly. Awesome to see you. Okay. Hi, Christina. Tracy C. First timer, would love to hear from you. Okay, so I have a baby bear. So there's a baby bear. But it's more like a teddy bear, like a little kid that's like a teddy bear. It's an animated little bear. I don't know. I have no idea what this is, but that's who shows up for you. Okay, I'm getting something else. Let me let it finish coming in before I open my mouth about it. It has to do with, So there's this pan with a long handle. I don't know what this is. It reminds me of like when you go to church and they would put that long basket out for you to drop your money in. That is what is showing up. I don't know what it is, and I don't know what the significance of it is. But so it's like that basket with a very long handle that church used to use. But it's almost so that it's mixing with a pan. Like I'm hearing the sounds of a pan. Are you taking care of somebody that uses a bedpan, perhaps, or does this church are you really under strict guidances of being raised in a very strict religious manner? I have to look at your name again. Tracy Cuthbert. Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing. So I'm not sure what this is. So it's this like white pan with a very long handle. I'm curious if you take care of people. Do you take care of elderly people? Because even though I can hear the sound of like putting a lid on a pan, the word bedpan is what's coming through. So I'm curious if you're taking care of somebody or if you did take care of somebody. You have somebody who wants to give back. You have somebody who wants to actually give you some like pennies, some coins, some money. All right, so I'm actually getting a little bit more. So I'm wondering, is this your father? Did you take care of your father? Is your father on the other side? So I'm seeing like an infinity 8, and the infinity 8 is that you take care, I take care, and that there's this exchange of love. Like I see you little, and this man is older, and I got chills, so he's here in spirit. So yeah, so this is a yes here. It's almost like you were best friends with this gentleman, and you took care of him, and that he wants to take care of you. And I'm actually getting a little emotional because there's great love that he's sending you. The love between you is enormous. He smiles. He's got a little smile. And he nods. He's telling you thank you. You took care of him, and he's saying thank you. He's telling me something about his legs. Like he couldn't feel his legs below the knees, or possibly they may have been amputated if there was diabetes involved. But then below the knees, like it's non-existent, like it's numb or it's not there. And there's a blanket over it, and that you help take care of him. So he wants to, so thank you. He's saying thank you. He nods, and that he's going to see to it that you're taken care of. So I wouldn't be surprised if if you get a scratch off and you hit, or if you suddenly get money that you weren't expecting through a strange sequence of events. Yeah. Okay, can you let me know in the comments? Because that was definite somebody from the other side, like with messages. So it happens. Can you please let me know for the confirmation? And thank you so much. Awesome. Okay. Shannon, first time here. Would love some guidance. My nana dying. Hope you pick something up, please. Cards. I'm getting cards. Like playing cards, rummy cards. Straw. So something about drinking from a straw. All right, so there are all of these birds that are coming down, and they're almost like holding hands with their wings. I'm not sure if you need to provide assistance. Like, do you need to let your Nana know that it's okay? Does she have your permission to transition? Has she said, if she's able to speak, has she said what needs saying? Have you said what needs saying? Have you forgiven? Have you released? There's a lot of light coming in. Okay, you're going to be getting this extra light to help you to see through these times. Okay, it's almost like you're getting an additional angel. One of your relatives, this is somebody who's coming in spirit. It's almost like they're holding a big flashlight over you while you're in a period of kind of like darkness. This is a female, and she's very, 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 very present. And she's got a great sense of humor. Like, I'm smiley because she's got a great sense of humor. She's very like uppity and like, come on, let's make this happen. It's okay. It's chin up. It's all right. This, whoever this is, I do not like to use names, but they are giving me a name of Peggy. But I don't like using names. I'm almost 100% wrong with names. But if they give me something, I got to share it. Okay. Accept extra help. That's not what I mean. Open your heart and allow yourself to receive this divine guidance during this hard time for you. Okay, there's always these angels and guides and family members always come near when somebody is transitioning or they're preparing to transition, or they may come and then it might not be for some time. So I don't know. I don't have that detailed information, but you definitely have somebody here in spirit. Okay, so now I have somebody else, but like it's kind of getting, so like you're going to have to book a reading with me because it's a little bit more detailed. They're also showing me somebody who's got very long hands, big, long. So this feels like a very tall, like a giant man, very tall man, big hands. He's appearing as well. Okay, so please let me know in the comments if that resonates for you. And thank you for joining me tonight. We're at an hour already. Okay. Christina. Hey, Suzanne, do you have anything for me? Christina Marie. I have a dog. I have something about a whole bunch of boxes, a whole bunch of cubes. I wonder if you're getting a lot of stuff from Amazon. There's a whole bunch of these cubes or boxes and a dog. Are you curious about getting a dog maybe? Or are you going to get a dog as a present? Are you thinking about giving a dog as a present? No. There's a dog who, if it feels like this may have been your dog that is a dog in spirit, and it feels almost like a pug, a small dog with like a puggy looking face. And he is arf, arf, like he's very arfy, he's barky, and he's showing me he belonged to you. And there I have the words root beer, they're telling me to say. I have the taste of root beer. And the dog is brown and black. So he like looks to me and he looks to you. He looks to me, he looks to you. This dog is, so if you've never had a dog that fits this description, this dog came from somewhere, and he's attached to you. I'm really curious to know, is this dog familiar? Do you know who this is? This is a short little, but he's not like a hyper yip yip dog. Like my son has a really hyper yip yip dog. It's not a yip yip dog. He's like chill, real cool, and he's very attached to you. He's telling me he belongs to you. So I'm very, very curious. Can you please let me know in the comments? And yeah, I think I'll end that one there. Okay, so thank you so much. Oh, there's a whole bunch more. Okay, I am at Lynn. Tell me something I need to know. All right. You've got to forgive. You're angry and you are keeping track or keeping tabs or keeping score about situations with people. And you may use that to hold it over their head at a later time. It's almost like playing chess a little bit and storing all of this information and remembering the times that people did not show up for you or fell through or did not follow through or didn't honor their word. So there's like this pain that I have when connecting with your energy, and it's a bit of a hardness. So what you need to know, lighten up, forgive yourself, release all the energy that it costs you to remember all this stuff and keep track of all that stuff, because in the big scheme of things, it really doesn't matter. So you can free your energy up for a lot better stuff. So you will be a happier person if you just release. Because when somebody screws you over, it really isn't about you, it's about them. It means that they have their own pains and their own imbalances that they're dealing with. And the way it shows up is through their relationships, through their interactions with other people. And that's true for everybody. So to hold things over people's head, let it go. Just let it go. Release, forgive yourself, forgive everybody. Just let it all go, because you've got a lot of, you also need to love yourself more. It feels that there's certain things that you're a little bit angry about. So everything I said, it stemmed from something way, way earlier, and it just keeps on coming up and repeating. And there's a little bit of distancing from your own self that came from childhood. And there's a little bit of, it's almost like standoff energy. And that you you're guarded because of deception in your childhood has caused you to not trust people today. And yeah, I guess that sums it all up. So I just got shown closer down to the root of it all. So the message that you need to know is to open your heart, forgive who needs forgiving, but forgive yourself. Know that you're an amazing person. You don't need to keep score because it's not relevant, and it consumes your energy, and you can use that energy for way, way better stuff for yourself. Okay, get to know yourself, love yourself, let yourself know how amazing and wonderful and divine that you are. Okay, you don't need to keep tabs. Let everything go. All right, please let me know in the comments if that helps. Okay. Oh, my goodness, Kellyanne. My mom lost a baby when I was in primary 7, and my son's best friend died when he was only 6 years old. So one of those people looked up to you and they were appearing. Oh my goodness. Thank you for confirming. So, okay, so one of these, they are appearing. They're appearing because they want you to know that they're there, and there's certain. Okay, thank you so much for telling me that. So we have is that they're appearing, but it's like they can fade in and fade out. But I'm being seen, like how this little boy sees you, like when you're in the bathroom, you're standing in the bathroom and you're there and you're busy, and I have no idea what the relevance of that is, but I just need to say it. It's not up to me to figure it out. But this boy, it feels that there's a message there. He wants you to help him. He needs your help. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is to take some time to yourself, open your heart, and invite these boys in. And you can ask questions and see what you get. This is going to help you to figure out who it is and what the message is and how you can help them. Okay, one of these boys is asking for your help with something. Okay, thank you so much. All right. Okay, yeah. Debbie, you have always been different. Hi, Rachel. Good to see you. Alana, good to see you. I feel the same way about this time. Awesome. Okay, Elisa. Do I have any messages from anyone? Uncle. Somebody jumped in. Uncle. You also have somebody who is like a best friend, like who's almost like a sister. Elisa. Yeah, so this girl comes in and she has long straight hair. She's a friend. It feels like this is somebody that you and she, either one way or the other, or both ways, you confided. What she confided in you, perhaps. You were there for her. She's saying thank you. Yeah, so this woman is saying you were there for her when she really needed somebody, that you were there for her, and she's grateful to you for that. Okay, and then I'm being shown this older man who is bald, but I'm seeing a funeral parlor. So this man is standing. He's in the funeral parlor and he's standing and he's quiet. He's almost like what you expect like an old butler to look like. That's who this gentleman what this gentleman reminds me of. Okay, he stands very tall and he's very calm, and he's not a noisy, he's a very calm person. Now, I don't see anybody in the funeral parlor. I don't see. And the colors are cranberry, burgundy. So this man, he's standing on the outside of the room in a funeral parlor, but there's no people in the room. And he's motioning, pointing out. Out. So is something going on out in front of the funeral parlor? Did somebody pass away and you had an argument, or there was a falling out at this person's funeral? Is something like that. They're also showing me somebody who departed before somebody got married, and that was like a big bummer for people. It doesn't stop them from being there. That's just the sequence of the way things needed to be. Okay, so let me know in the comments, does that resonate for you? And thank you for joining. All right. Debbie says, am I on the right path? I'm seeing you rubbing a big dog. I'm seeing you petting a big dog. And you're sad and you're lonely in the vision that I'm seeing. You're distant. You're removed from being, so like you're away from everybody else with your dog. It feels that you feel like an outcast is what's going on. And you just want to be accepted. You have special gifts that I wonder if you see auras, or if you know the way a situation is going to turn out before it happens. You've got something going on that you're very aware, and you may be very energetically sensitive. You know things, and other people are aware that you know things. And some people, depending on the personality, some people might try to say, "Oh yeah, you're crazy. You don't know what you're talking about, or you're a little out there." But these are gifts. Okay, so you need to connect with people who have similar gifts, and there's a lot of us. Okay. It feels that there's also been some hurt words that have been spoken. Not by you, but words that hurt you, words that you may have been present for. There was some hurting. So people were flinging words at each other. So some kind of an argument, or being jabby. You are not the person who's saying anything. It doesn't feel like you would hurt a fly. You feel like a gentle person who is very intuitive and also very misunderstood, and where people may take your kindness for weakness. Okay, you need to develop your throat chakra more. Speak up for yourself. Say what needs to be said. So you're telling me kill him with kindness. That works. You've got good morals. You're a very good person. You're a light worker. So I actually see you have a rainbow aura, which is very magical. You can bring anything that you want to yourself. But you need to work on your confidence. You need to work on self-acceptance. And it's because other people have rejected you because they sense your gifts and it scares them. They don't know how to find that within their own selves. So depending on the personality style, some people might attack you because they are afraid of it and they don't know how to develop it, and they're guarded or they're angry. So you have all the answers. You're very intuitive. You can meditate and get all the information you could need or want. You have to trust yourself more. Okay, let me know in the comments. Okay, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it is very Piscean, Roxanne. But also, like when we have energies like that, it could be any of our water houses being activated, or our Neptune being activated, or we don't necessarily need to be a Pisces to have that kind of energy be up at the forefront of things. So I would like to do an astrology thing. I think we're going to do astrology. We're going to talk astrology next time around. Now, everybody knows what their sun sign is. See if you can find out what your moon sign is. I think we're going to do a talk about our moon. Our moon governs our emotional wellness, our emotional temperature, our emotional temperament. And it also governs the things that we need for comfort. Yeah, we're going to do that. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. What is today? Friday. I have clients tomorrow. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, let's see. Where am I? I'm in an hour and 20 minutes. What time is it? Oh my God, it's almost 8:30. It feels like it should be like 6. Okay. Patty. Should I look for a new? Yes. Patty says, should I look for a new job? And there is a new job. There's a new job right in front of you. Like I didn't even get to finish reading the sentence, and I was already like stopped and said yes. And the new job is so it's the same for somebody I saw earlier with this yellow light. Golden opportunity. So it's going there's something that is right there. It's going to fall into your lap is what it feels like, Patty. So I am given, I'm watching, it's like the hand of God comes down and has like anything that you want. It's opportunities, it's anything. So actually think about what it is that you want. What is it that you love to do? Like really, like don't be serious. Don't be all serious. Be playful. What do I really love? And then you can find a way to be paid for it. That's what I recommend for everybody. But the answer, yes, you should look for a new job, and that the new job, well, I shouldn't tell anybody what to do. You have to make your own decisions, but I can tell you there is a golden opportunity. It's almost like you're in the right place at the right time, and it's like you're both walking next to up a corner. You bump into each other. That's the way this opportunity is. It was unplanned, the most randomest of things. You might be looking online at something, and all of a sudden something comes out and it triggers you, and you're like, that's what I want to do. And you look and it's there and you get it. Like it's like that. But like you have to take the action, initiate the action, but it's going to be an opportunity that presents itself to you where it's like, oh my God, there it is. Yeah. So it's coming. It's like right there. It's like very, very soon. It's like, this isn't a year away. This is soon, like within 3 months. All right. I love the comments you said about my job. I will let you know what direction everything takes. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. I think the little boy that came through for me was my son's best friend who got knocked down by a car and passed at 6 years old. He dressed up as an elf in one of the school names. Oh, and he's light me up. Yes, that's what it is. He and passed at 6 years old. He dressed up as an elf in one of the school nativities. So as I'm reading that, I'm getting head to toe chills. So that means yes. That means yes. That is who this is. How wonderful. How wonderful. Okay. Christina, no, I never had a dog like that. Okay. Let me reconnect with you. So for Christina, it was the dog that looks like a pug, and he looks to me and he looks to you, and he tells me that he belongs to you. So you have this dog following you around. He thinks the world of you. You are just like you're like a god, a goddess to this dog. But since that doesn't carry any meaning for you, let me see. I wonder if you're going to get a dog. You might find a dog. But anyways, let me see what else is there. And when I'm almost at an hour and a half, so I'm going to probably end on that note. But Christina. Okay, Christina, it feels that somebody is pulling your energy up to help you to stand tall at this time. It feels like a male, like a, okay, so it's a male. It's either like a father or an uncle or a great uncle. Okay, and it feels like he might have had pointed ears. And he is speaking and he is like pulling your energy up. Like he's saying you have to stand tall. He wants you to stand tall. And this guy says stuff like don't slouch or don't be a sloucher. And he's actually speaking about your posture. But with the posture goes your energy too. Okay, and you need to open your mind to some new opportunities. No, not opportunities, new possibilities. Okay, it feels like you have certain you're limiting yourself in the things that you do. There's other things that you can do that are for some reason you're writing it off. So there's certain things that, like, for some reason you have this self-limiting beliefs that you can't, like, you're playing small, that there's certain things you can't do. Well, if you want to do it, oh yes, you can. So do the things that it is that you want to do. And this is work, career, relationships. Be all of who you are and don't change for anybody. Yeah, so the guy comes in and he pulls you up tall and he's saying, stand up tall. You may need to speak up for yourself. You may need to get something off your chest. And then also don't play small. Do not limit yourself. Okay. So hopefully that's a little bit more in alignment. All right. Oh, Lisa, my father passed in August and my daughter seen him in the funeral home outside the room where he was laid out. And oh my God. Wow. Also, my best friend passed away almost 12 years ago. She was very depressed and I was there for her. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. See, it means so much to get the feedback, especially for you who are watching, so that, to help you get your confidence in me. So, I mean, I would love to do a whole reading. So we can do your, if you know the time that you were born, we could do your astrology. Now, when you get your birth astrology done, it tells you everything about you. It tells you your traits, your behaviors, your emotional temperament. It's your moon sign, how the world sees you, how you see you, how you learn, the best kind of people for you, relationships, what you love, what people love about you. Every parent should have this for their kid. Everybody. It helps you to understand how your child learns. It shows health problems in there. Your birth chart shows everything. And it really makes you scratch your head at, like, how much of our life is fate and how much do we really have control. So we always have free will. There's certain things that are in our chart and they show us what our life lessons are, where our greatest strengths are, what we need to develop, certain things that we bring in, that we're born with, that when we're not behaving from a balanced perspective, that is the more negative aspects of that sign. That's our past life mark. There's just so much stuff. So look at my website. It's SUZY-WOO.com. And I am very, very affordable because I like to price myself at something that I can afford. So, there's a lot of celebrities, there are celebrity astrologers out there, and they charge like $200 for a reading. Like, I will never pay $200 to get my chart done. So I charge, a reading is $110, and I go the extra. You get a lot. You get so much bang for your buck. And we could do it over Skype, not Skype. We can do it over Skype, but if we do it over Zoom, you get to keep that recording. So you can refer to it over and over again. So you get that, and then we look at what's going on currently for you, your current transits. What areas of your life are activated now? What's coming around the bend? Is there a relationship, good, bad, or ugly? What is going on? So your astrology tells you all of that stuff. And then we could also do just kind of like how I did little mini ones. We go into lots of depth. So you get You get mediumship, you get psychic stuff, you get a tarot reading if you want. We can do angel cards. So just look at my website. There's I go into a lot of detail about all the information that you get with a reading. And I am gosh darn affordable. I am fun. I am friendly. There's no doom and gloom. I explain everything on nice layman's terms so that you never feel small or dumb or intimidated. And I also teach everything I know too. Okay, awesome. Debbie says, spot on, Suzy. Thank you. When I come back home, I'll let you know. Awesome. For the words being thrown is my mom with dementia. Thank you so much. May have to do a birth chart for my daughter. She is 10 months old. Yeah, as soon as hi Bridget, as soon as your child is born, when you have a birth place, time, and day, I can do it. I can tell you everything. So thank you. This has been wonderful, awesome. There's your free 90-minute splash reading. I would love to do an in-depth reading for you to help you understand yourself. It's like a cheat sheet to you. It's like if there's a recipe book in heaven, and each one is a person, and I pull out your name card, your recipe card, and I tell you what you're made of in details. It is the coolest thing ever. And then I also email you your chart so that you always have it. And if you want to go deeper, you have it, and explains what all the symbols mean. And you can go on your own and Google, oh, well, I have a moon in Taurus. What does that mean? And you can go as far as you want to. So I give you the tools. I give you everything and more. I always go over, always. So I give you everything. All right, guys, I think we did it. So please, oh, hey, I have a YouTube channel. Now I don't have enough subscribers to be able to name it. I'll put a link in the comments. I would so love if you would please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a whole bunch of videos there. I talk about crystals. In fact, look at this crystal. This is a spirit quartz. Also, I forget what else it's called because I just caught myself off guard. It's a spirit quartz. This is a wonderful thing to work with trauma. Very powerful stuff. And I build crystal grid. So if you ever want to get an energy healing, wherever you are in the world, I go to my office, I build a crystal grid, which I take pictures of and send you pictures of when we're all done. I connect with your energy. I do a complete healing session. We compare notes. We both say, wow, you have an updated, wonderful quality of life. You even get a glow to your skin. And I explain it in wonderful, easy to understand detail on my website. So please go to my website, have a look at my offerings, and book me. I want to fill up my calendar because this is what I do full time, and this is my livelihood. So please, I'd love to be able to help you book a session. I also do gift cards if you want to buy a reading. A lot of people like to do that. And then, of course, parents, you definitely want to get your child's chart done, birth chart done. And then we can also do compatibility. So, hey, are you and your partner compatible? Or so if you're considering dating somebody, get their birth information. And then I could tell you all about them and any possible problems. And then I could do a compatibility with you and them, and we can compare it. It's an awesome thing. So I could tell you the skinny about anybody just by their birth information. I could tell you if they're if they have, certain conflicts, problems, things to get over, if they're bossy, if they're going to be obsessive, if they have good leadership qualities, if they're a good fit for you. Astrology tells you all of that stuff. Yeah, very cool to do. All right, guys, that's it. I'm going to come and give you a big hug. Oh, thank you so much for joining me. And I want you to live a life that makes you want to say, woo! I am Suzy Woo. Thank you for joining me. I will see you when I see you. Have a beautiful evening and love yourself. All right. Have a great night. Bye-bye.